apologize.
Well,
Wish I could have given you
no,
more
it was
time.
a tight schedule anyway.
It was, okay.
Yeah. Okay. You ready? You rolling? Would you ask them to be quiet?
Yes.
Erykah, I can't believe that here you are from Dallas, and it's the very first time we've ever sat down face to face for an interview.
I'm saying that to myself too.
Anyway, I'm happy it's under these circumstances because House of D, you have a wonderful role and you are just great.
Thank you.
I do not say that to be patronizing, but it's really a beautiful, wonderful performance where you go from here to there, and the journey is wonderful to watch.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about it because you have an unusual relationship with this 13-year-old boy,
yeah.
and you change his life.
Yeah.
So, because you don't ever really face him for most of the movie face to face, what did that pose for you as far as a challenge?
You know what? Honestly, it's the way my life is, pretty much. I've never been very good with names coming up through my whole life, but I remember people's stories or their energy or their moods or their rhythms or songs that remind me of them. And it's kind of like that. I would, most of my first boyfriends were just over the phone. I wasn't allowed to date and go out. So it's kind of like the same relationship. And it's just as genuine, and maybe even more because there are not a lot of superficial things put on it. There's not a lot layered over it. Just pure energy of. Oh, sorry, my phone. Should we stop for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go ahead and keep rolling.
Denise, please take this thing.
Okay, got you.
Okay. Should I pick up where I left off or start over?
Okay, why don't you say it's like my boyfriend? Start there.
Okay, it would be, I would compare it to my life as a child. I never remembered the names of many of the people growing up, and when I see them, I do remember their energy and their faces. It's just like when I was a teenager having boyfriends all over the phone because I was not allowed to date or go see them. So it was a pure, innocent relationship that was just as important as any relationship that you would have face to face with someone, because it wasn't clouded or covered or layered with superficial things like the way you look or some of the things people would put on you, like expectations. So I would compare mine and Tommy's relationship to that. And Lady, the character, is very much a part of who I am, very much like me. I'm happy, and I don't take for granted that I was able to express that part of me in this film. I was really attracted to her because she was very witty, but realistic at the same time. And without knowing it, she may have been his angel or his savior, just by being genuine and easy to be genuine, especially when people are listening to your words and not expecting anything else.
This is David Duchovny's debut as the director.
Oh yeah.
And of course, you've acted in other films, and I remember well when you acted in the Lasse Hallström film.
Yeah.
How would you compare the two experiences with those two directors?
Let's see. Lasse is also one of my favorite directors. My Cider House Rules experience was really my first major film. I was surrounded by actors who had been in the business for many years, so they were very helpful to me. Delroy Lindo especially, and Tobey Maguire and Charlize Theron, they were all very nurturing to me. In this particular film, all of my scenes were done alone, except for the interaction I had with David or Tommy, and sometimes they weren't even there. So it was a one-woman show pretty much. I was it was my energy that I had to depend on, and David allowed my character to grow and expand and explore the options of which way she would deliver a line, and it made all the difference. It was a pretty different experience, but both were really great.
How badly did you want this role?
I really wanted this role. I sent 2 audition tapes to David, met with him in New York at the studio where I was recording my album, and he was convinced that I was Lady. And even after that, I still sent other audition tapes just to seal it, make sure, because what a great role, you know, what a great character to portray. And yeah, I nailed it and I got it.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did nail it.
Yeah.
One last question, and that is not so much a question as a comment, but
Yeah.
we do get to hear you sing. Thank goodness in this movie you sing the song Melissa.
Yeah.
Was that always part of the film, or was that added?
I was always part of the film. David's, when he wrote it, Melissa was written into the script, and I tried to change the song a whole bunch of times because I wasn't really familiar with the Allman Brothers. Melissa, I wanted to sing a Stevie Wonder song or something that I could do, and he insisted that I do it, and I said okay. And as I worked on the song, it became more and more part of me, and I understand his vision completely. And when I get to see this film, I haven't seen it before, so this is going to be the first time I'm going to totally understand, I know, how he put it all together, because I trust his vision immensely.
Erykah, we have to stop now, but we're going to be rolling.
Go for it.
Is there anything about this character that you could personally identify with?
Oh yeah,
Okay, that's good.
yeah. For the, you
How
want me to
would-
answer? Okay.
No, that's fine. How would you compare your experience working with Lasse Hallström in Cider House Rules with this movie and David Duchovny, who's making his debut as a director? Right. You do get to sing in this, the song Melissa. Was that something that was always there, or was it added later? Okay, all right, got it.
Okay.